At the beginning of September 2021, President Uhuru Kenyatta declared drought a national disaster in Kenya. The 2020 short rains, which were experienced between October to December, and the 2021 long rains had been poor, especially across the country's arid and semi-arid regions. The United Nations Office for the Coordination of Humanitarian Affairs estimated that over 2 million people would be in need of food aid by November. Kenya's National Drought Management Authority noted that the drought had led to deteriorating conditions of vegetation, increased distances to water sources, worsening livestock conditions, reduced milk production, and increased number of children at risk of malnutrition. Kenya is prone to drought because only about 20% of the country receives adequate regular rainfall. The country's drought management system uses 5 drought early warning phases categorized as normal, alert, alarm, emergency, and recovery. Out of 47 counties, by November, 8 counties were in the alarm drought phase. Climate change is the main driver of the erratic and recurring droughts and has been partly attributed to the recent locust outbreaks in East Africa. The short rains have begun in parts of the country, and the amount of rain received will determine whether the conditions in the affected counties will improve, enabling farmers to reap from their farms and pastoralists to sell their herds again. We traveled to the country's northern region, and here are some more insights. The bubble of beans boiling on the stove is a welcome sound in this homestead. It means today's meal is guaranteed. For months, Marsabit, a county in Kenya's expansive northern region, has been ravaged by drought, and this situation has led to food insecurity. The meal 25-year-old Arbi Ali is preparing will feed her 3 children tonight. Nobody knows if there will be something to eat tomorrow.
Since the drought started, we've faced so many problems. The animals have no food and we have no money. We often ask our neighbors for food or take food items on credit from the shop.
Arbi's husband is away, hiding the last of the family's goods. It is a situation that has built up over months. Across the country, 2.5 million people are facing hunger. People in Kenya's northern region say the area hasn't received substantial rainfall over the last 3 years. Climate change has increased the frequency and severity of droughts in the region. When he was younger, Ali Omar and his family fetched water from this water pan, but it has since dried up. This water pan was dug up in the year 1987, and in the decades since, locals say that they have only ever seen it dry up completely twice, this being the second time. And now the land is parched, the animals are thirsty, and their livelihoods are threatened, and locals say there seems to be no reprieve in sight.
The population here has since grown, and even if it were to rain, the water would be finished so fast because so many people need it.
The National Drought Management Authority predicted that people in the arid north and coastal parts of the country would need food aid due to poor rains between March and May this year. The crisis has been worsened by the COVID-19 pandemic. President Uhuru Kenyatta has declared the drought a national disaster and promised comprehensive mitigation measures. Now, about once a month, government representatives deliver food rations. These are part of wider efforts to help the most affected people.
Disabled are given some funds after 2 months. The old age is the same. Then there's a hunger safety net program where government is assisting the community.
But at best, these efforts are just like a drop in a sea of increasing need. Every day, women line up at the local borehole for water. They don't believe the water is safe for human consumption, but it keeps the thirst at bay, keeps them alive for another day. And even though in some parts of the country it has already begun to rain, in Marsabit, the clear blue skies tell a different story, and another day ends as it began, hot, dusty, and hungry. Wilkister Nyabwa, CGTN, Marsabit, Kenya.